One of the requirements to move to Germany is that you must have health insurance. Health insurance is mandatory in Germany, and you need this whether you need to apply for a visa or if you can just move to Germany and start working or looking for a job. You will definitely need your health insurance. There are 4 types of health insurance that you can get when moving to Germany. In this video, we're going to talk about the 4 types and 7 different life scenarios and the most appropriate or best suited health insurance for each one. We will also talk about how you can apply for health insurance from outside of Germany. Hey, my name is Jen and I'm from Guatemala.
And mine is Yvonne and I'm German.
And together we're from simplegermany.com, where we create English content to empower internationals to settle into life in Germany more smoothly. First, what are the types of health insurance in Germany?
So there's 4 different types, like we mentioned, and there is 2 different categories in those 4 different types. There is first private and public health insurance, which is the full-blown comprehensive health insurance that is the goal for everyone to get. Like when you plan to stay in Germany for more than 6 months, let's say, this should be the goal to aim for. However, either one of them might not be accessible right from the start or before you move to Germany. That's why there's the second category, and that is expat and travel health insurance. Those typically help you move to Germany, so pre-visa or for the visa and for the actual move to Germany for the first weeks and months in Germany until you might be able to transition to the full-blown cover.
Like Yvonne just pointed out, not all health insurances are best suited for everyone because it's about access and what's your situation and all of this. So to make the process a little bit simpler, we will cover the 7 most popular or most common life cases when moving to Germany and the best suited insurance for that. Number 1 is employee with a job contract before moving to Germany, meaning you already have your job contract and you're moving because you're going to work here.
Number 2 is being a job seeker, so for example, moving with a Chancenkarte to Germany.
Number 3, you are self-employed, meaning you are coming to Germany to be a freelancer or any other sort of business.
Number 4 is to come to Germany as a student.
Number 5 is in the case that you're a spouse or you're bringing children on a family reunification visa.
Number 6 is that you're actually a German national, so you do have the passport, but you have never lived in Germany and you don't have a job yet.
And number 7 is a retiree, someone who wants to retire in Germany. Let's start with scenario number 1, and that is that you're moving to Germany with a job.
In this scenario, you have access to the full-blown private or public health insurance cover from the get-go. Whether you have access to public or private depends on your salary, so how much you're earning, because there is a certain threshold. If you're earning less than 69,300 euros gross a year, that is in 2024, this number increases every year, then you must take out public health insurance.
I have an addition. This is pretty much the salary that's on your contract. Because a lot of people then ask, what about bonuses? That's not in your contract usually. So this is the salary that's on your contract, the number that you see there.
Yes, yeah. If you earn above that level, then you can choose whether you want to be public or private insured.
Yeah, and whether to choose or which one is better, you should probably watch our video that we did about public versus private health insurance to guide you on the pros and cons of each one. Scenario number 2 is that you are a job seeker, meaning you're getting the Chancenkarte.
In this scenario, expat health insurance is pretty much the only choice that you have. It is a temporary health insurance with decent cover, and you should only have it until you find a job and then upgrade to public or private health insurance.
The third scenario is if you are self-employed.
And here, the most common and only option is to have private health insurance.
Fourth scenario is that if you're a student, so if you're moving here to study and you're less than 30 years old, you can choose between public or private health insurance. Now, if you're above 30 or you're studying in a university that is not recognized by the German government, meaning mostly like private universities, then you must take either private or expat health insurance.
You no longer qualify for public, yeah. If you're a spouse or have children following you to Germany on a family reunification visa, pretty much whatever health insurance you should get is the same as the spouse that is an income earner in Germany. So you pretty much follow their lead.
Number 6 is German nationals that have never lived in Germany before but would like to move.
Without a job.
Without a job.
Because with a job, again, you go back to scenario 1 and then that's that. But in this case, it depends a little bit on how you have been insured in the country that you are moving from. If you've been insured there under public health insurance, you might have an option and a chance to also get public health insurance here in Germany. But if you've been insured privately in the country that you're living, most likely you will also need to get private health insurance here.
And of course, once you get a job, then you can go back to scenario 1. Number 7 is if you're a retiree moving to Germany.
And this is a highly individual case scenario. We just want to give you some pointers to, again, help you do your own research. First, I would check with the health insurance in your home country and see what treaties they have with Germany or what they would cover if you permanently move abroad, because there's also a difference between a move for a certain period of time or for a permanent move. And if that is not possible, if there's no cover, then once in Germany, your only option will most likely be private health insurance. Now, depending on your age and health situation, it might be very difficult or very expensive to get into a full-blown comprehensive private cover. However, each private health insurance needs to also offer the so-called Basistarif, so the basic plan, which pretty much is the equivalent of the public health insurance. So that is something they by law need to offer, and that is also on the same cost level as public health insurance. So that might be the only option depending on your age and health.
So that was just a brief overview on guiding you what health insurance options you should look at. Now the big question is how to sign up. Now, the market has a lot of options when it comes to choosing health insurance, and it can be overwhelming when you're doing research on your own and you don't know where to look at. So here we want to condense the process and introduce you some of our partners that we have been working with for the last 3 years, and we believe they offer the best service, the best coverage, and it's really a super streamlined process, and everything is in English, mind you, so it's super awesome. We leave the link of these partners in the description box below, and if you decide to use those links, we will get a small commission at no extra cost to you. This is an amazing way if you want to support Simple Germany and the job that we do to be able to provide free information and extensive research like we do in this video.
When you qualify for public health insurance and would like to sign up with them, Feather is our trusted partner. They, first of all, provide a super simple, streamlined sign-up process in English to various different public health insurers, so you can choose which one you want to go with. And you get a clear benefit when signing up with Feather via our link in the description, because then you not only get signed up to public health insurance, but also get 90 days of travel insurance for free included. Why is this important? Most likely you sign up to public health insurance when you come with a job to Germany. And most likely you will move a few days or weeks before you start that job. The public health insurance will only kick in on the day that you actually start your work at the company. So the days or weeks between your entry to Germany and your contract, your work contract starting, need to be insured as well. And this is where travel insurance kicks in, which again, if you sign up with Feather, they will cover for you for free and also help you get your visa in case you need one.
Yes, that's super important. If you need to apply for a visa, they will ask one of the requirements is to have travel health insurance. Because you need to have health insurance in Germany. And if you sign up with Feather to the public health insurance, as you mentioned, you get 90 days for free. So that's like a win-win-win-win.
If you want to sign up for private health insurance, then you have 3 different ways to go about it. You have the DIY, the guided, and the customized approach. DIY would be to take a look at Autonova. Autonova is a private health insurance, fully digitalized and fully in English. Actually, the only one on the market. And they've kind of like really come to be the expert go-to health insurance for private insurance. You can look at their homepage. They have different tiers and sign up to the one that you like best, if that is the way you would like to go. If you like to be a little bit more guided and have maybe a quick consultation or a streamlined process with great customer service from Feather Insurance, you can sign up with them. They work with a very traditional German but very reliable partner or partners in private health insurance and sign you up directly. Or you could go the customized route. If you would like to have a full market overview and a personal consultant really listening to your case and guiding you on which one of those 50 plus providers is the best, you could, for example, reach out to KL for Expats, who do nothing else but guide employees, foreign employees, expat employees in Germany on the best private health insurer out there. And they have stellar customer service as well.
Now, if based on the life scenarios that we did before, you need to take expat health insurance, you first need to know that there are 2 types.
There is the expat interim health insurance, which is enough to get your visa and your first residence permit, but does not offer full health cover. For example, they lack in dental care, they lack in pregnancy care, they lack in care for mental health and even preventative checkups. So pretty much it's great to have in case something happens to you and you need to go to a doctor, but not if you'd like to be proactive. Feather offers such a health insurance, which is, again, great to get started in Germany, but you should leave that kind of type of health insurance the moment you qualify for public or private health insurance to get the full-blown cover. If you choose to get the expat health insurance from Feather and your life scenario changes, they of course will also help you and guide you on upgrading your health insurance to public or private, whichever makes more sense to you based on your life scenario. And then there is the full-blown expat health insurance. They have the same names, but they are different, which is why I want to emphasize on that. For example, the best understanding you get out of this if you take a look at the Ottonova website, because they offer an expat health insurance and the regular first class and whatever kind of tariffs. Now they're very similar. Sometimes the expat is even better. And the only differentiating factor is that the expat tariff in this case is a little bit cheaper. A little bit meaning 10%. The reason behind this is that this type of expat health insurance is a full-blown private health insurance in Germany. It is 10% cheaper because by law, if you're privately health insured, from your premium that you pay monthly, 10% the health insurer needs to put aside to save up for your old age. This is a tool that is meant to prevent that the tariffs increase drastically when you're getting older. However, this type of expat health insurance can only be taken for a maximum of 5 years, because if you stay longer than 5 years in Germany, you need to also put away those 10% for old age.
That's super crucial information, because if the plan is just to stay for 1 to 2 years in Germany, this health insurance is amazing. You save money and you have kind of like premium support. But if you want to stay here long term, I don't recommend saving on money for the first 5 years to get the cheaper insurance, because then when you actually continue with your private health insurance option, it's just, I mean, you lost 5 years of savings, so to speak, in that sense, right?
Correct, yes. But again, if you qualify or if you need to take out expat health insurance, you pretty much have the choice on whether you take the interim, also cheaper, way cheaper option, like the expat health insurance from Feather is cheaper than the full-blown cover from, for example, Ottonova. So you can choose, do you want the cheaper interim to kind of like see what happens in life? Or you want to start with a very comprehensive cover and still want to keep the flexibility because you just want your visa. That is really up to you. Those are two different types in the same category.
Getting health insurance is a very individual process. We've done our best in this video to paint the most common scenarios that you can follow in case you fall into one of these scenarios. However, if your scenario is not covered, we unfortunately don't have the knowledge or resources to guide you any further, because like we said, it depends on your lifestyle and a lot of other variables that we are unaware of because we're not health insurance experts. One case would be if you're moving from another EU country to Germany, what happens then? We don't know. This is why we recommend using the recommendation tool from Feather, which is a form that you can fill out. It asks all the information about your lifestyle and it actually tailors an answer to your specific case. So if you're unsure on which path to take, you can use Feather's recommendation tool. The tool is for free and it doesn't ask any other information like your email to be able to send you the results. You get the results immediately. You can check out the tool also in the description box below. Until next time, cheers!
Before moving to Germany with a few Let me do scratch. Let me do again private health insurance.
Scratch.